Good morning. Ready, set, go. I'm pulling out of my driveway. It's okay. Anyway, I'm going to the doctor. I did work about a half an hour and got caught up on my work. Happy Friday, by the way. Happy July 7th. Happy days are here again. Happy days are here again. Do, 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 do. Okay, well, anyway, that's enough of that. So I'm so happy that y'all enjoyed, or maybe not enjoyed, but knew about my Janis Joplin song. A lot of people came in and said how they love Janis Joplin. And, I mean, how could you not? You know another artist from that time that I love is Carole King. Man, Carole King was my jam in middle school and high school. I could listen to her all day, and anyone who came to any kind of birthday party or anything at my house was forced to listen to Janis, but Carole King, the Tapestry album. I love it. I had the entire album, front and back, memorized. Yes, I did. Since we're talking about those times, let me tell you another story from long ago. So I had an in-ground pool. Let's start all over. I had an in-ground pool when I was growing up, and that's because I loved to swim so much, still do. I just don't get to very often because I don't have a pool. But anyway, I was always in the pool, and I always had friends coming over. I even had people coming over who were not friends. Hey, can I come swimming? Sure, because I'm too nice, but I don't even like you. I'm just kidding. Anyway, I had a lot of friends coming over to swim. Well, I don't know how old we were. Probably around 13-ish. Bug in the car. I don't remember who came other than Lisa. She had an older brother that could get things. You know what I'm saying? He could get things. And she brought one beer, one bourbon, one scotch, and one beer. Bow, 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 bow. Look, I grew up with music, y'all, and just about anything can trigger a song. Just about anything. Back to the story. Get off the music bus, and then I'll come back to the music bus. I would like to finish one story in my life. Anyway, about 13, she brings one beer, and we have a party in the pop-up tent, okay? I had a little pup tent that I would put up in the backyard, and however many girls would come over, 3, 4, 5, it didn't matter. We would all pile up in that one little tent to sleep at night. Yeah, we didn't do much sleeping, though, because we sat up and giggled all night, and however many people were with us, there was like probably 4 or 5, we all split that one beer. Well, when I would have a bunch of girls come over to spend the night, my mom would like go get a bucket of chicken so she could feed us all. Well, I guess we were just ignorant to what we were doing. Well, I mean, I know we were. And it's so stupid to even think about what we did, like we weren't gonna get caught. But anyway, we had cigarettes, and we had one beer, and we had chicken, and it was a party, man. It was a whole entire party. The year was 1976. The bicentennial year. I really don't know what year it is, but probably around then. And for some reason, we were smoking the cigarettes and eating the chicken and drinking the beer and throwing it over the fence into the neighbor's yard who lived behind us, because it was a chain link fence. Now, in our stupid little 13-year-old brains, we didn't think we would get caught, because nobody would ever suspect that all those chicken bones and that beer can and those cigarettes came from the ones who spent the night outside. Anyway, the next day, we're all in the pool, and some had already left, some were still there, you know the thing, parents come pick up, and I saw the lady who lived behind us come to the fence. The speed limit on that side of the road said 65, and on this side of the road it says 70. I am so confused. I mean, it's a that lane's 65 and this lane's 70? Is that what we're doing here? So weird. Maybe it's for the peach lane that's 65, but that's weird too. Whatever, anyway. Well, I saw the lady talking to my mom and dad, and she's pointing, and she's picked up stuff, and she's handing it to my mom. And I'm thinking, I'm about to be by my mom, because my mom was the disciplinarian, I'll tell you that right now, yeah. So she stands back there, she talks, she says whatever, she turns around, she walks past us who were all in the pool, and she doesn't say a word, but she's carrying this bag, and I'm like, what's going on? I mean, I don't understand what's going on. I'm gonna surely at some point today. Well, anyway, all the kids got picked up, and when the last child left, my mother turned to me, and that's when the began. She waited till they were gone. I don't remember. I think I blacked out at some point. My mother was not, she never hit me. I never had to be hit, because her talking to me did me in. She would sit down and talk to me so calmly. She would not raise her voice, but you could tell she was talking through her teeth, and that one eyebrow was just arched way up here, and I just knew my life was about to end. And she told me how disappointed she was in me. That did it. I was done. Just please go ahead and do it. I would rather just be swallowed up by the earth right now than listening to you while you're talking to me and telling me how disappointed you are in me. Ugh. Anyway, that was the worst thing she could have done to me, and she knew it, was just sit and talk to me. Because I wanted to run away. I wanted to be swallowed up by the earth. But anyway, she said, about the drinking, that, that was not good. She didn't approve of that. And we shouldn't be smoking and all that. She said, but let me tell you something. You were throwing those chicken bones over that fence, and they have a little dog, a little poodle like Buffy, that if that dog had gotten a hold of those bones, it could have killed it. That was all it took. I was bawling at the thought that I may have killed an animal. Oh, it just did me in. It did me in. But anyway, but we had so much fun with that swimming pool and the pup tent in the backyard. Yes, we did. But we were dumb. We were sure enough dumb, thinking we wouldn't get caught. Hey, police officer, what you doing? He just came pulling out of the woods. He don't have his lights on. It was a truck. I don't like that they have these new police cars. Oh yeah, go flying around me while there's a police car back there. That's fine. Because you ain't going nowhere because there's so much traffic. Big dummy. Anyway, I'm going to be early to the doctor's appointment. Anyway, back to music. Back on the music bus. So, my mom and my sister love, like, the old R&B. Is it Wilson Pickett and Otis Redding? The good stuff. So, I grew up listening to that. So, my sister's 9.5 years older than me. So, by the time I was getting into music, she was a teenager. And my brothers are 7 and 8 years older than me, and they loved the classic rock, the 70s rock. So that's what I grew up listening to. My grandmother, Mary Frances, loved her country music. Now, she loved her gospel music too, but she loved her country music, like, who was it? Tanya Tucker, Freddie Fender. There's a name from the past. Charley Pride. Lord, she had an 8-track tape, and she listened to Charley Pride all the time, let me tell you. But anyway, yeah. So I grew up listening to all types of music. So the only music I don't really care for, I don't like jazz. Soft jazz will put me to sleep. And then I don't know what to call it, but like a busier jazz, it makes me anxious. I don't like it. I don't like all the different, I don't know, the saxophones and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Now, I'm sure there's some good out there. I'm sure there is. It's just not in my wheelhouse of music. Because I like classic rock. I like good country music. You know, Willie Nelson. Waylon's okay, but I was more Willie Nelson. And Hank Williams Jr. Yeah. I lean way more towards classic rock. Creedence Clearwater Revival. It was my absolute favorite when I was young and trying to mature. I'm still not mature. Anyway, I just love music. And music touches my soul unlike anything else. It can make me happy. It can make me sad. It can make me dance. Yeah. Anyway, I guess I'll get out and go into the doctor's office, even though I don't really want to, but I'm just wondering if we're going to have rain again. Every day we have a chance of rain, like 30 to 40%, and we have lightning, and we have thunder, and we have wind, which I like the wind, and then nothing. Just the heck just fell off my face. Is that a bug? Something just dropped. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't see anything. Y'all, I accidentally sprayed Gracie last night with the water hose. Yeah, I didn't mean to. Back to the rain. It keeps threatening to rain, but it's not raining, so I had to go out and water my garden. So first I put the Miracle-Gro nozzle and sprayed my plants, and then I switched to my regular nozzle, and I've got a big bowl about that deep and about that big around out on a table in my yard that I have some rocks in it, and I fill it up with water for the birds. I go in and fill that up, and I'm just, you know, walking around watering things and yada yada, and I go around to the front and water the bird bath. Well, I come back in, and I'm kind of walking and spraying the yard and the trees as I'm walking, right? Well, Gracie was over by the big fire pile thing that I've got going. I saw her over there. I was walking and spraying, you know, I'm spraying the trees. I'm not aiming towards her. Well, apparently when I did like that, you know, spraying the trees and the grass and all that, I think a little bit hit her. Well, by this point, I'm going in to go turn the water off. So I was holding the hose away from me so I could reach down and turn the water off. Well, Gracie decided at that point to run through the water hose. So I saw this flash, and I turned around and looked, and she was running right through it. And then she ran in the house. I mean, she was soaked. I was like, why did you run? You would have been fine where you were, but I guess a drop of water hit her. So, yeah, she got soaked, but she's fine. She came in, and as soon as I sat on the couch, she came and got in my lap, wet and all. So that was lovely. But anyway, all right, I'm going into the doctor now, so I will chat with y'all later, okay? All right, bye. Okay, all is well at the doctor's office, and I left there and stopped by Publix to get me some lunch and got catfish, fried catfish. Anyway, while I was in Publix, I saw Jesse, who is a friend of mine. He's a retired cop that works at the church where we go walk, right? And so we always chat when we see each other. He has a son that is autistic. I think it's his son. Pretty sure it's his son. Anyway, he's always with him in the summer when he's out of school. And he looks like he's a teenager-ish. He said, well, I said to Jesse, do I know you from somewhere? And he was like, hey, girl, how's it going, right? So we start talking, and his son sticks his hand out. He said, hi, my name's Michael. What's your name? And I said, Tracy. And he kept sitting there, you know, he was just staring at me. I said, can you say Tracy? And he said, Tracy. And I said, very good. And he said, when's your birthday, Tracy? And his dad was like, like I was talking, but you know, it's fine. And I said, December 7th. And he said, oh, well, your birthday will be on a Thursday this year. And I was like, really? And he said, yeah. And I said, well, do you know what happened on December 7th in history? And he said, Christmas. And his dad said, no, in history. He said, Christmas is December 25th. And he was like, no. And I said, it was Pearl Harbor Day. And I said, just like Pearl Harbor Day, my mom said I came in like a wrecking ball. She came in like a wrecking ball. Of course, I didn't start screaming, screaming? Yeah, sure. Singing and screaming in the middle of Publix. I just did that for y'all because I'm shy like that. I don't like to embarrass myself in public. Not really. I'll totally embarrass myself in public. But anyway, I'm back home and it is 11:30. So I guess I'll go work. But I'll be back. Well, I had a whole allergy to something between the last part of this video and now, and ended up wiping all my makeup off and all that stuff. I don't know what happened. I never know what happens though with allergies. It's just all of a sudden I'm hit with something and I have to go take something, or this time I used eye drops. But anyway, I just had a thought. I asked the girl at Publix if their tartar sauce had milk, and she said yes, but I didn't get her tartar sauce. And I thought they probably think it's got milk in it because it's white, but it's mayonnaise based. So I went and bought a little bitty jar of Hellmann's tartar sauce and read the ingredients. So that pause was, did it have milk? But no, I read the ingredients. It does not have milk. So anyway, long story short, I don't know what happened to my eyeball. I mean, it looks better now because I put drops in it, but I mean, it was like scary red. Anyway, not a whole lot has happened since I last spoke with you, but I told my boss I came home and ate, and by the time I got through eating, it was noon, and I was like, I only have 2 hours left. Should I even try to work? And she said, well, that's up to you. And I was like, I think I'm just going to take the day, because I only have a few invoices to do, and I might just work this weekend to get them caught up, because I said earlier in the video that I got my work caught up. I got my freight caught up. I didn't get my work caught up. I got lots of different works, don't you know? But anyway, that's it for this video, I suppose. And I hope that you've had a great day. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll be back. A lot of people keep asking me about the wreath on my door, so I may make a video on how to make it, even though I already have two, because there's one, and I have one on the door, so I might just have to give it away. I don't know how I would ship that to someone. It's not heavy. It weighs literally nothing, but the box, the box for it, I would have to get a really big box. But anyway, I might make one and give it away. So if y'all would like for me to do that, then let me know, and I'll have to figure out how to pick a winner. Pick a winner. I know a lot of people say that you have to do that, and you have to type out, you know, something like that you sprinkled. And if you don't know what sprinkled is, I'm sure somebody in the comments will tell you what it is, because I can't say it because the powers that be don't like for you to say it. I don't understand some of the rules that they have set on this platform, but I just have to follow them. But anyway, they don't like for us to ask you to do that. I'm just trying to adhere to the policies that have been set forth upon me, right? Am I right? Right. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'm hanging up. I love you. Jesus loves you. I hope he's coming back soon, because people be crazy. And it's hot. It is just plain hot. And it's threatening rain again. It's 40 to 50% now, so we might actually get it. But as muggy as it is, I hope it rains, because it is miserable. Okay, that's it. I'm done talking to you, because I'm about to go call my dad. I never am done talking. Never. All right. Love you, mean it. Goodbye.